Welcome to FutureFlow. My name is Josh, and I'm the founder of FutureFlow AI. My goal is to help teach you and guide you and just be helpful in showing you how to use AI both safely and effectively. It could be for your job, your day-to-day life, wherever you might find AI useful and helpful. That's going to be my job here on FutureFlow. So, what I did is I created this very simple dashboard. You can check out the trainings. There's some resources. You can also reach out to me directly for support if you have any specific questions. And I do offer kind of a premium version of this, but most of this is for free, so you can kind of get started and learn whatever you'd like to. So we'll dive into the AI training first. By the way, you're more than welcome to watch this back if you want. You can probably just skip to like 40 seconds in. I think it intro took about 40 seconds. So just diving into what is AI. So AI or artificial intelligence is basically the simulation of human intelligence in machines that are programmed to think and learn like humans. So they can perform very helpful tasks. They can speed things up. That's kind of what AI is mostly used for. There's a few different types. I'll scroll down a little bit. So there's narrow AI, there's general AI, and then super intelligence. So we'll mostly be focusing on general AI, but I'll go over all three. So with narrow AI, this is the most basic form. It's not too advanced. It's usually some sort of service or AI that just does like a simple task, usually repeatedly. So you can think of it like in a car manufacturer, how a robot puts like the door on the car. So it just does, one or two things over and over again. There's some other narrow versions that it mentions here, like Siri, Alexa. Those are a little bit closer to general AI, but they're kind of programmed and very limited. So it's not like they're thinking for themselves. They're kind of just doing whatever you ask for. So general AI is a little bit more advanced. It's a little bit more versatile. The general AI can think for itself for the most part. So it can, decipher data. It can make its own conclusions. It can come up with different ideas, like different perspectives of how to approach things. And it's usually used for potentially, creating marketing campaigns, creating like a business plan, generating content, both for languages and also you could do visuals and audio and different types. And stuff like that. So that's general AI in a nutshell. And then super intelligence, this is where it gets a little scary. Now, we don't have to worry about this just yet because it's not out yet. But super intelligence is basically an AI that would surpass humans in every field. So it would be like having the best doctor in the world, the best business person in the world, the best athlete, the best cook, or, just anything that you can kind of think of. It's basically the best at everything, and it's kind of like all knowing. And yeah, it gets a little scary in that aspect. But like I mentioned, I will talk about safety and especially ethical considerations and kind of the morality of AI. So I'll be circling back to that. So how does AI work? Now, generally, I think, like I mentioned, I'll be focusing on general AI. So for general AI, it's usually pulled from a vast amount of data. It could be from the cloud, so it could just be like accessing information online, or if you want to develop your own AI, you might be into, or you might see like an AI data center. It's kind of like a factory where there's a bunch of computers hooked up, and it looks kind of crazy. From the outside, it looks like a normal factory, but when you get on the inside, it's kind of crazy. You can look it up if you want to. Just Google AI factory and then look at images, and you'll see it's kind of crazy. But what the creators of AI do in this case, if they're using that kind of AI factory, they're usually creating a software that is going to pull all the data from the AI factory, and then it can be trained on certain things. So it could be like visual, it could be large language models, which is just like human speech, and stuff like that. And then it can make its own decisions and be very versatile. So that's generally like general AI, kind of leading up to super intelligence, somewhere in the middle of that. That's where the most popular form of AI is currently at. So common applications, it kind of, mentions the list here like Siri, Alexa, Netflix, Spotify. Those are like the more basic forms. And then there are some more advanced versions of AI that usually helps with like giving advice. You can add, you can prompt it and be like, hey, Give me like 5 ingredients to make this meal with, and it'll tell you all the best ones and where to get it from and different things like that. So those are like the common applications of AI. There's a lot that you can do in software. There's a lot that you can do in robotics with AI, but anywhere from day-to-day tasks all the way to advanced stuff that we'll cover in future flows. So I hope this introduction was helpful. As you can see, you can mark it as complete if you want at the bottom. You can go to the next training. Not every training has video, but there are some that do, some that don't. So yeah, thanks again, and I'll be seeing you soon.